Hello to probably a useless Warframe video. And we're going to be going over Hollow Point. Now, the reason I got this idea is because I was doing the Orkin Derelict vaults, and I got one of those, and I thought, you know, this mod is not very well talked about. In fact, it's usually avoided. And I got to thinking, how good would this be on a very high crit weapon? Because normally I would agree with everyone saying that avoid this mod like the plague. But I thought, then I got to thinking, 100% crit weapon could benefit from this? Now, this is a blind test, so I don't know how it's going to go. So yeah, this is going to be a Hollow Point test. We're going to test it a couple of times. I want to use different mods before getting to Hollow Point just to see if there's a difference. And we're going to start with, get rid of you. Pretty basic standard mods that you probably should have on your crit pistol. Hornet Strike is just a good generic pistol mod to have. Prime Pistol Gamut for the crit chance. Prime Target Cracker. This mod for the crit damage. So yeah, I will be critting anyways. So I figured, let's just throw that on there for just the pure damage. And we're just gonna test the damage with those three. Not an exciting mod. Not exciting. It's not going to be exciting damage, but yeah. And we're going to be targeting the level 140 Corrupted Heavy Gunner. It's just going to be alone, so we get to pick on it. I'm not sure this is the point, if there's any point of doing it with just the three mods, and without any of the other mods I mentioned, or going to do. But I figured why not? Have a base. That was 143. So yeah. With just three mods, 143. Not exciting damage, but this is just for a test. And just for plain 143. I probably should have done it around. Yeah, let's do it around. 143 plain. Now, one of the mods I want to try out is Auger Pack, because it's just flat damage. Is it going to be better than Hollow Point, which does reduce damage, but it gives you 60% crit damage? I mean, I'm assuming Hollow Point is going to be better than Auger Pack, but we're going to find out. So, and just for testing sake, we'll just kill that off and restart. So this is with Auger Pack. 184. 184. Auger. So yeah, of course, more damage. Because I added 90 more. So one thing I want to do is throw in elemental mods. And I want to use both 60, 60, and 90. And the Corrupted Gunner, if I'm correct, is not immune to, or has no weakness or resistance to cold. So I'm going to try Frostbite. The first 60, 60, not first, the 60, 60 mod that we're going to try. Right? Not immune or immune. Wow. I'm thinking Pokemon. Yeah. So I'm expecting this to do less damage than Auger just because it's less damage added onto it. 176. Yeah. 176. Frostbite? I think that's what the mod was. So yeah. I'm not surprised that it did less than that. Because like I said, it's 90 versus 60. Which would probably mean this is probably going to do the same amount as Auger. Kill you off, bring you back. Maybe I should use a weakness for testing. See if that changes. So if this does 184, which I'm expecting, I am completely wrong and surprised. Well, that does 189. 189 deep freeze. So elemental mods are better than flat. Alright. Before, I actually want to test a weakness. What are you weak to? Let's go ahead and kill you off and bring you back. You are weak to... I don't want to do corrosive just because it's 2 mods. That looks like toxic, so I guess we'll do one thing of toxic. We'll do the 60-60 and 90-90. Toxin, not toxic. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Actually, that puncture might be adding to a lot to it, but so yeah, this is with a slight weakness, and what Frostbite did 176. So wow, that's a lot more damage than I expected. 198. Whoops. Pest. I'll just put pest. I don't want to try to figure out how to spell pestilence and misspell it. Honestly, I'm assuming that Hollow Point is going to be better added onto everything else, which I'm now thinking might be a better test, but we'll stick with what I'm doing. Is there any point of testing this? I mean, we already know it's going to do more than deep freeze. So, kill, simulate. Whee! Yeah, 220. 220 on, I don't remember what the mod's called. Pathogen. 220. Pathogen. So I think that's going to be all the ones that I wanted to try out. I'm actually impressed with how much the weakness actually did. Which is why Corrosive is so much better. So, kill you. This is with Hollow Point, right? I just stuck it on there, right? Alright. So this is going to be with Hollow Point. It's going to be a lot more crit damage, but is it actually better than what I just slapped on? Or what I've tested? That did less than Frostbite. 175 hollow. Right? Huh. I did a lot less than hollow. Or, wow, that did a lot less. That was a less. I'm actually impressed by that. Like, I'm not sure impressed was the right word. Shocked, disappointed. Like, I expected it to be slightly better than Auger Pack, but it didn't even come close. I mean, that's a 9-point diff. I mean, with what I'm testing, that was a 9-point difference, but with everything slapped onto it, this would be a lot. That's. Ugh. Alright, so now I'm going to try. I actually don't know what this build was. Hollow. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. So this was with really good mods. What's his status chance on? 64. We're gonna give it a try. So this is a pretty well, quote unquote, well modded with Auger. 712. So 712, and I'm expecting this just to be worse now. But how much? It's going to be much worse because I can't slap it on here. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Alright, we'll just, here. I should have just gone to this. Alright. So this is just corrosive. With Auger. This would be a better test. We can at least see if it makes a difference. It's still 712. That makes sense because I'm not getting the extra bullets. So you gotta beat 100. You gotta beat 712. Hello. If you don't beat 112, you're sad. You better beat 112. Look, you're beating it. You're finally beating it. Wow. So, moral of the story is? No. Yes. Wow. I am actually disappointed with that. That is horrible. There's no point in using hollow point. Like, I expected the crit damage to... I expected the bonus crit damage to at least be able to surpass the flat 90. But the 90, it's the... I'm just surprised. Even with the 100 crit rate, I was critting all the time, and it just didn't outperform anything. It outperformed one thing, right? It even outperformed plane. That is yeah, alright. So yeah. Don't use hollow point. That's the moral of this video. Just don't use hollow point. I am actually disappointed with it. I'm glad I never used it before until now, but geez. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode here. That was a hollow point test, and yeah, disappointed. I'm keep repeating myself apparently. I will see you in the next growing.